Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Hey folks, fans, what's up? This is your host, Danny Boy Lax. This is the C.O.C. City of the Champions podcast, Masters Edition. And today we have here is the one and only Mike Lombardi. He is not only related to me, he's my best buddy. We've known each other since we were in diapers. Mike, how you doing today?
Doing good, Dan. How are you?
That's good. Get that mic a little closer there, buddy.
You know?
So this episode is strictly Masters only. And So, Mike, so far this season, right now, Dustin Johnson's in
the GOAT.
The number one, the GOAT right now, for the FedEx Cup rankings right now. So, what do you think about Dustin Johnson right now?
Well, he's married to greatness, so he's destined to be great. He's playing great. He seems to not make any mistakes when he's out there, especially when he has lead. And all these young kids nowadays, they get the lead, like you were just saying about Ricky off the air. He had a good chance to come back yesterday, and, you know, he can't pull it together.
Yeah, this week is the Shell Houston Open. Masters Week starts Monday. I am very excited for this tournament. I wait 365 days 365 days for this tournament to come. I cover everything. Mike, the funny story is, back in college when I was at BSU, my roommates, Zach Thomas, Matt Fikowskis, Connor Mahoney, the first time they saw me, I had my laptop, my iPad, you name it, you got it.
It's a big week.
I covered. I watched Amen Corner, Featured Group, and they had 3 TVs going to play Xbox, and I took
doing that.
I had 3 TV. They had afternoon classes. I had morning classes, so I was ready to go. And I took over the common room that year. And Masters is my week, my Super Bowl. I'm sure it's your Super Bowl week.
It is in golf. I mean, it's the most beautiful course that they play on all year round. I mean, I like TPC Sawgrass and Augusta, but Augusta's it's beautiful. Yeah,
and it's a tournament like no other. It's a tournament like no other.
It brings in the crowd.
Bobby Jones, the co-founder of Augusta National. Bobby Jones was an amateur, I believe, back when he played.
Yep.
And it's an exciting week for these guys. It's the amateurs get invited, and they started a new program with the little kids, and they get to do the chip and putt contest.
This is every young golfer's dream to play in the Masters. I wish I could, and when they get there, I can only imagine how excited they are.
And I hope on your bucket list is to go to Augusta National.
Oh, yeah. Augusta, me, you, we'll bring Tones.
Yeah, good old Tones.
We'll go there.
Tones is Mike's brother, my cousin, and he has a cannon off the drive, and I don't know how he does it.
Once in a while.
He's a big ball hitter.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a good time on the golf course. So, Mike, getting back to the FedEx Cup rankings and the players, who do you see coming in strong this weekend? It's a tough course. Greens are fast. You never know what's going to happen at this course. Some years it's low underscores. Sometimes it's high scores. What do you think? What do you think it's going to happen?
Personally, I mean, ever since the Waste Management, seeing John Rahm play, I like this kid a lot. I like him a lot, and I think him. And I can't bet our boy Phil out of it. Phil Mickelson, lefty. He's going to be going in there strong. This weekend wasn't his best, so he's going to come back with a vengeance. And obviously, Dustin Johnson he's going to put on a show for everyone. He's going to make it to the weekend.
Yeah, Phil Mickelson hasn't had a win in a while, and it's pretty upsetting. Lefties represent here.
Oh yeah,
we're both lefties here. It's very rare to see.
Phil's my idol.
Phil Mickelson, great guy, huge gambler.
Hey, we all are.
We all are. When it comes to sports and all that.
He just got caught.
Phil's due for a win. I would like to see Phil get that third green jacket, not gold jacket. Sorry,
it's not the football, but after that shot on I believe it was 10 a couple of years ago when he was behind the trees and everything, and he got it right on the green, got buried.
Oh, yeah, that was an amazing shot.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I seen nothing like that.
You can't count him out. He can chip the ball in from anywhere. He's not great off the tee anymore, but it doesn't matter because his short game is unbelievable.
Yeah. I will pull. I want to pull for Ricky so bad, but like you said, like I said to you,
he gets the jitters.
He gets the jitters, and it's upsetting because I really want this guy to win a major. My buddy James Quinn makes fun of me. You know James.
Oh yeah.
You've heard of James Quinn. He's on my
neutral zone.
Neutral zone represent. Hey, what's up, Mike Payne and James Quinn? But he every time I text him, I'll text him, hey, Ricky won. He goes, still hasn't won a major.
And I really want him to. I really do. But in the Masters, I don't know if he could do it. I don't know if he has the, how you say, cojones to pull through and actually get a win. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see it. Hopefully he gets a major someday. I mean, he won the Players, but that's not a major.
And you also can't count out Jordan Spieth. I know he hasn't had the best years after he had that phenomenal. He won all 4 majors that year, didn't he? Or he won 3 out of 4?
He did. And it was upsetting last year. He was on a roll last year, and then out of nowhere, Danny Willett came in, and he had to present the jacket to Danny Willett. And that
must be the worst part about not winning is handing over the jacket that you won the year before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it is sad because I don't know if you saw, right after he finished, he was the last group.
Yep.
And, he was, saying to the cameras, get away from me, get away from me.
He doesn't like when he's not winning and he's in the spotlight.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
No, and he's gotten a little... I don't mean to bag on Jordan Spieth, but he's gotten a little cocky out there in the PGA Tour. He's only, 22, 23 years old?
Yeah, well, I mean, all that winning in his first year went through his head. Like it should. Any young kid would get caught up in it, but... You know, you can't count him out. He's a competitor. He's a winner. He already won this thing before. Who's to say he can't do it again?
No, he could. And know who's up there on the FedEx Cup rankings? I don't know what number he is specifically. Pat Perez.
Yes.
He was kind of doing a.
Did you hear what he said about Tiger a while back?
No.
Oh yeah, he was doing an interview, and him and Tiger talk a lot, I guess, and. He said that you won't see Tiger back this year. And we just got news the other day that Tiger's not going to be in the Masters. And I'm more believing that every day that he's not going to make a return ever again.
Yeah, it's official, guys. On social media, Tiger Woods is officially not making this year's Masters, which is it's
huge.
It's huge, and it's weird because Tiger's at every Masters, and he's been in a rough patch. Back problems, what else? Personal problems.
Just all his issues into one. He can't come back. And I personally, he got jacked out of nowhere, man. I'm not saying nothing, but he might have been on some juice, and his body ain't recovering like it used to.
Yeah, he was definitely on steroids or something. Cause
he got jacked out of nowhere.
When we were in middle school, we went to the Deutsche Bank. It was our first Deutsche Bank ever.
Hell of a time.
And we followed Tiger Woods, and he was a big dude for a golfer.
Huge.
Jacked.
It looked like he was wearing a children's small shirt. I was a little jealous.
Yeah, exactly. But we would skip maybe 2 or 3 holes, and then I remember one spot he hit it in the rough, I believe.
He was 10 feet away from us.
Yeah, I was like, dude, there's Tiger Woods, and you're like, I know.
Not only that, that was our first year going to that, and we ended up seeing, I think the foursome. I remember the first 3. It was VJ, Phil, and Tiger, and I can't remember the 4th one, but it was a star-studded, group, and they took it to the weekend that year. We didn't get to see the win that year, but
yeah, I know. And
love how it ends on a Monday. Love it.
I went last year, and I went the year before. The year before was my favorite year. You know why?
Why's that?
Because Ricky Fowler.
Oh, here we go. But it wasn't a major.
It wasn't a major, but so my brother goes, hey, let's go to the other side because we watched the trophy ceremony. And it was like, let's go to the other side. So he comes out on the cart. I was just like, congratulations, Ricky. And he was just like, thank you.
Remember when Sergio didn't sign our stuff?
Oh, yeah, Sergio.
He passed right over us.
What do you think of Sergio right now?
Yeah, screw him. Never liked him, never will.
I know I haven't seen him on the PGA Tour tournaments, but what do you think of Bryson DeChambeau? I I have mixed thoughts about that kid.
His putting stance to start the year was atrocious looking. And the other day I was watching him at the Shell Houston Open, and his putting seems to be getting a little bit better since he had to change the grip up, because that was weird, man. Did you ever see it? It'd get behind the ball and like almost like croquet and just like I don't know, it was weird. And it didn't do so well, and he wasn't doing so well. I like his style though. I like the scally cap every day.
Oh yeah.
You know? But I don't know. He's another youngin that
he has a weird philosophy with golf. He puts golf and physics together.
Yeah, he's a physics major, I heard.
Yeah, he was a physics major. It was interesting seeing him last year. I think he'll be back again this year. So the Masters start. I think they start Monday, but the first day is Thursday, and then when I watch everything. I download the app. I watch the press conferences. I listen to everyone, and I just get into it. I'm like tunnel zone into this tournament.
My favorite is Wednesday when they do all the stuff with the kids and whatnot.
The par 3 contest. I was just going to mention that.
The
par 3 contest is a family type of day. You got the great ones. You got Jack Nicklaus. You got Gary Player. Tom Watson was there last year. I'm sure he'll return again. Sadly, Arnold Palmer will not be there this year.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Arnold Palmer. He will be there in spirit, and I'm sure he's playing golf right now, Mike. I can't imagine him not playing golf right now up there. But he will be there in spirit, and it's exciting. You got the girlfriends, you got the wives,
all the kids
caddying, and the kids putting on the green.
I like when they get to skip the ball across the water too. That's always tough.
Oh yeah, and there was a bunch of hole-in-ones last year too.
Yeah, my favorite's always Phil because of his short game. Can't hate it.
Yeah, oh yeah, and Roy McIlroy last year brought one of the Jonas brothers. I think it was Nick Jonas, right?
Mm-hmm.
that was.
Yeah, well, celebrities.
Celebrities, yeah.
Give me Tony Romo. I'd rather that. He's actually good. I heard Tony Romo was 7 over the other day when he was trying to make his return back to golf.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. As he sucks at football now.
Speaking of, did you watch the AT&T Pebble Beach tournament?
I did. The Pro-Am.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake is always my number one. He's the go-to. Him or Ray Romano.
Ray Romano. He was there. Ray Romano was there. Justin Timberlake. Bill Murray is always a character there.
How can you hate what he does every time he goes out there? Even Bill Belichick was over there.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl too.
7 rings.
7 rings. What do you think about that, folks?
Oh.
Ooh.
They don't like that.
They don't.
Well,
like the New England fans like that.
Yeah, but
we have a bunch of New
England.
England. But so Bill Belichick was there. Is it Keith Urban that was playing with Jordan Spieth, right?
I believe so, yeah.
He's a good golfer.
Yeah, I never expected him to be good at golf, but, it's like Patrick Chung going to skate with the Bruins the other day. Who would have thought?
And then Alfonso, what's his last name? He's Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah. No, I actually seen him a couple times. He's all right. He's all right.
He is a good golfer.
Again, though, Tony Romo, he's really good at golf.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I wish Tom Brady was there.
He was too busy skiing.
But he plays with Marky Mark was there. He hangs out with Marky Mark a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Funky Bunch.
So let's talk about a couple of wins so far this past 2017 PGA Tour season. So Justin Thomas won the first 2. That's the SBS tournament and the Sony Hawaii. And then the Career Builder was Hudson Swafford. Career Builder Challenge was that was Hudson Swafford. And then Farmers Insurance was John Ram. Waste Management, Hideki Matsuyama. AT&T Pebble Beach, obviously Jordan Spieth. And then Genesis Open, Dustin Johnson. The Honda Classic, Ricky Fowler. World Golf Championship in Mexico, Dustin Johnson. Vascular Championship, Adam Hedwin. Arnold Palmer Invitational, Mark Leishman. And then last week was the World Championship match play. That was also Dustin Johnson. So the GOAT of this year. So let's talk about Dustin Johnson's career so far. He had a little bit of a rough patch. I think it was back in 2013, I believe. He left the PGA Tour for a season to clean himself up. Him and his wife were party people. But he's come a long way, and he's doing very, very well. We did we did start off talking about Dustin Johnson, but let's get back to him real quick.
So when he first started on the tour, I noticed he wasn't the best putter, and his short game wasn't that great. He's a long, very long hitter off the tee, and his second shots. He can hit the ball a country mile. But again, that was in the early years when he couldn't putt. He was making it to the weekend almost every tournament, but couldn't finish it. Again, he's young. He got the jitters. Now he's killing it. He's a little bit older. He's matured. I think he's calmed down a bit, and I don't know. I love how he plays. I love it.
I think he's more focused on his game than partying a little bit.
That's what winning will do to you.
Yeah, he's looking very well. What do you think of Hideki Matsuyama so far this season?
So I was going to say earlier that's another one you can't count out at the Masters because he just has that composure that it doesn't look like anything rattles him. I mean, him, even KJ Choi, which he didn't make the weekend this year at the Shell Houston Open, but I bet him on FanDuel. Didn't happen. But you can't count him out. And he's another one. He's a little older, a little more matured, and he doesn't seem to get rattled ever.
No.
Ever.
No. So Justin Thomas has won the first two tournaments. What do you think of his chances?
So what I do like is how I like that him and Ricky and Jordan Spieth, they're all friends and everything. They hang out and they're all buddies.
Last year, did you follow the social media of them? I don't know where they were, but they were partying and playing golf.
Yeah,
they're playing
barefoot.
Golf. Barefoot, yeah.
Yeah, in their skivvies. Like, what the heck is going on there? But, you got that much money.
They're just relaxing. They have money. They can do it.
See, I like that, but then there's another part of me that kind of hates that because when they're out there, I mean, I don't know personally, but it doesn't seem like it's that competitive because, they're just, you want to have fun and laugh and take it easy, but
they're obviously on vacation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I do like him. He's another young one. I mean, a couple of years out of college. Give him some time.
I think he's our age, too.
Yeah.
He's 24?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 24 years old. He's doing well, and nothing can go wrong. I can see him going all the way if he stays focused and stuff.
Yeah, but again, he'll get to the weekend and then.
So, what are your bettings? I know you're gonna bet on the Masters. What are your bettings? Who do you got?
So, my top 4, I'm gonna have to go with Dustin Johnson, Phil, maybe Matsuyama, and then I like Jordan Spieth, and I hope Jason Day can get back.
Yeah,
I love watching him play. It's awful with the news about his mother, but I'm hoping he can regroup and come back and kill it. Hopefully he can win it. If that's the case, that'd be a hell of a story.
Yeah, Jason Day had to drop out this past tournament because of personal family issues. So hopefully he will be there and he'll be prepared and be ready.
No, I really want to see him there. He's probably, if I had top 5, he'd be in it.
Yeah, I can't, and it would be wonderful to see him get a green jacket and be a part of the club.
Again, I do like Jon Rahm.
Jon Rahm, yeah.
I do like him.
He won recently, too. Jon Rahm.
He was big at the Waste Management. He went to Arizona State, and he came out in his Pat Tillman jersey, and everyone went crazy.
So the Waste Management Open is one of those, tournaments where mostly college kids go to. The 16th hole, par 3, it's a party hole. People getting shit-faced, and the pros get into it, and they throw product toss out.
Oh yeah,
and it's a fun time.
It's a loud crowd over there.
It looks, and the caddy challenge.
Yeah, it was started by students at ASU, and Phil Mickelson went there too.
Yeah.
So it was a party. Remember that? Did you see that guy Beef?
No.
Andrew Johnson from I think he's from England. He is a big boy. He was going nuts. I also like Patrick Reed, but he hasn't come to fruition yet this year.
Funny story. So last year, we were at the Deutsche Bank, and Patrick Reed's wife was right in front of us.
Wow.
And she was, I was eavesdropping a little bit, and I could hear her saying, Patrick Reed's not winning, he's not making a lot of money. And then one of the, I was like, you're a millionaire.
Not making enough money. I don't make enough money.
But there was a couple of fans, and they go, good luck at the Ryder Cup, and obviously they won the Ryder Cup.
He was awesome in the Ryder Cup. He's the one. He was like the big poppy.
Yeah.
In the dugout.
Yeah. So, Mike, I found some interesting facts about the green jacket.
Yes.
A little history of the green jacket. I don't know if you know about this.
Looks great.
So it goes all the way back to 1937. The co-founder, we mentioned Bobby Jones, and
What's up, Mike? He's upstairs.
and so co-founder of Augusta National had attended in a dinner in Liverpool Golf Club, which is in England. He noticed that a couple of members were wearing red jackets, and so he came up with the idea of having members of Augusta wearing a jacket. So they came up with the green jacket, and then later, around 1948, it wasn't until 1948 it was a trophy part of to have a winner
Wear the green jacket.
wear the green jacket.
I love it. Better than red, that's for sure.
Obviously, and the green jacket has been an icon trophy in sports history and sports nation. And
Just ask Happy Gilmore.
yeah, he wears a gold jacket, by the way. Did you see that? It was last year when when Jordan Spieth lost, they photoshopped Shooter McGadden's body and put it on Jordan Spieth's head, and he's running away with the gold jacket. That was hilarious. So
Love that movie.
yeah, that movie's a classic. Always one-liners on the golf course there. So
Always.
So so any other predictions of what might happen?
I think if we're gonna talk about a big upset, I think the big upset would probably be, and I know it's your boy Ricky, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna make it to the weekend. I don't know. It's just this past. If he can't do it today, and pull within a couple strokes of whoever that guy is that's winning the Shell Houston right now, I don't see him making the weekend.
Yeah, he does struggle, and Augusta is a tough course, and crazy holes. What is your favorite hole at Augusta?
Oh, wow. I don't. It's so beautiful over there. That course is just always pristine.
Do you like every hole?
Basically, yeah. But I mean, just 10 when Phil hit that shot, and that's I think that's the one with the little bowl of the green, and it comes down, and the Sunday location is always so tough, and that's how you got to start off the back nine, and it's a tough hole.
My favorite hole is Amen Corner. I don't know what about it. I just like that. I was at the Bobby Jones Bridge.
Yeah,
And
it's beautiful.
It's just a beautiful hole.
All the flowers everywhere and it's
and
great.
that par 3 hole is a tough hole. I don't know if you noticed the past few years, like when someone hits that tee shot, it either goes in the back, like on the rough near that,
Yep.
or it just goes to if the pin. Usually on the first couple of days, the pin's on the right side of the green,
Yep.
I believe, and it goes to the left, and you. I noticed that a lot, and it is a tough hole. I don't know if there's been a hole in one on that hole.
No, I don't know either, but that's almost like the hole at 17 at TPC Sawgrass. It's you're either right next to the hole or you're a mile away because you just get scared. You don't want to overcommit and then go in the water. Well, it's Sawgrass anyways, but the rough over there, it's just a tough course, really tough course.
Oh yeah, and it's beautiful. It's open only a couple of days a year, and it closes half the season.
Well, they keep it looking great, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. So it's April here, and we had a snowstorm yesterday. I'm over this.
Done with the snow.
I'm
Done.
over this weather. I can't stand it. I just bought a new driver, the new M2. I got it fitted, and I'm aching to go out there, and like the snow is just killing me.
I can't wait to use it.
I can't wait to swing that club. Hopefully
I can't wait to steal it from you.
Like I stole your Cobra.
Yeah. Well, I lost my wedge last year, so I got a new 65 degree. I can't wait to hit that thing. I'm awful out of the sand, so that'll help.
Yeah, you got to work on that sand situation.
It's always a nice day for the beach when I'm at the golf course.
So, any other big upsets you can see?
I mean, the big one would be if Dustin Johnson can't make it to the weekend, right? I mean, you figure with all his success, if he misses the cut, that's huge because he'll drop in the FedEx Cup standings. That could screw up his whole year. I mean, I know he's ahead right now, and he doesn't have a huge lead either on Matsuyama again, who I think is gonna make the weekend. He's gonna be top 4.
Definitely top 4.
Yeah. Lock it in now.
What do you think of Martin Keimer? Martin Keimer's always a guy who's up there. And
see, when he won that tournament, I forget which one it was a couple of years ago. I thought he was going to be, sticking around here and there, and I haven't seen his name in a long time.
Yeah, he's due for a win, and Adam Scott won a couple of years ago. He won that playoff in 2000. It was 2013.
Yep.
I actually kind of got in trouble that weekend. I'm not gonna
what
get
for?
I'm not gonna get into it. I'll tell you after the show.
Off air.
Off air. So yeah. What do you think of your chances, Adam Scott? Adam Scott can't use that long putter anymore.
Love Adam Scott, and that's exactly it. He hasn't been that good ever since he had to change that up, and it's so weird because I was watching Keegan Bradley the other day, and he's got a longer putter.
Yeah, Keegan Bradley, New Englander from Vermont.
I just don't know. I don't know how he can use it. It's a big putter, but I guess because he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't like stand up when he does it or whatever, and it's not like the belly putters used to be. I don't know, but if Adam Scott, it's so tough. The Masters is tough because all these big names tend to show up and play at this time. I mean, first major of the year, you want to win it to start it up, and
yeah. When you think of Masters, it's the beginning of golf season because it's April. It should be green grass, sun shining, mulch season. My dad's complaining about mulch right now, and and everyone's fighting for that major, and yeah.
This will springboard anyone who wins this major is probably going to win another major this year. That's just usually how it goes, and that's why I'm not going to say Justin Johnson wasted his wins already. I mean, he's got three or two this year. I mean, I don't know if he can pull through for the first major, but who else I want to see is Rory. I want to see him do well.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I want to get into Rory. Rory's been out for a while. I think he had rib problems.
Yeah.
And he's due for a win. He always goes down a week before to get a feel for the course. A lot of players do that and not participate in the Shell Houston Open.
Yep. They call it the most boring week ever.
Yeah. I mean, I watch every golf tournament, but Shell Houston's not exciting because you're looking forward to the Masters.
You just can't wait for this one.
Yeah, you can't wait. This is my week.
I love Rory. He's one of my favorite golfers and competitors, but he's another one that gets in his own head. He makes one bad shot, see you later. He's done.
He missed the Grand Slam.
Oh, yeah, he almost had it, and I remember it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and he had the lead, and he just imploded on, I think it was like 13 or something. He got a couple straight bogeys, and he ended up losing his crap. It was awful. He's slamming his club after every bad shot. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he pulled a John Daly a couple tournaments.
These young kids, man.
I mean, hold your anger a little bit. I mean, just swear.
I get it. We all get frustrated on the course. I've done it, but it's not the right thing to do.
No, and the fans see it, and then the fans make a big deal about it.
Oh, they react, and then they'll get in your head.
And then you got the media going into it.
Oh, it's a whole whirlwind.
Same thing with John Daly. John Daly,
love him.
Isn't he a trailer type of guy and just does whatever he wants?
Yeah, he called out The Rock the other day. Did you see The Rock said he hit a drive 490 yards? Get out of town.
No, that's false. I did see a blog about it on Barstool.
Yeah.
And, they said there's no way he hit, was it 490 or something?
Yeah, he said 490 or something like that. And even John Daly posted a video saying he wanted to see it for himself. He wanted to play with The Rock.
I think it was during a shoot during that hit show Ballers on
Oh,
HBO.
yeah.
So, no, but you got to have consistency to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's great now if you can hit the ball that far. Can you hit it straight? And can you do anything else? You can't just drive a ball.
can't just no. You got to have the skill. I mean, these big guys. Dustin Johnson has a big drive. Ricky Fowler has a power drive too.
Bubba Watson smashes the ball.
Bubba Watson has a big drive.
Another lefty. He has a huge drive. His swing drives me nuts, though.
What do you think of Bubba Watson going into this tournament?
He's another one. He's not even that young, but he gets in his own head.
Yeah.
He could sneeze wrong and he's done for the day. It's awful. I love to see him.
He has 2 green jackets.
Yeah, and his face when he had to hand over one of those jackets. I remember that year. He was so disgusted.
Oh no, I know, and he's a big baby when he doesn't get his way.
Oh, I heard he's the biggest crybaby on the tour.
I wonder why. I shouldn't bag on Bubba Watson because he's a good player, but I don't know why he just acts like the way he does. But
he aggravates me sometimes. He gets under my skin.
So his chances, could break.
I don't see him making the weekend either. But this is
a tournament that can go left or right.
It can define your whole year.
Yeah.
And if you can pull through, the chances are you're gonna have a good rest of the year.
You will. Yeah. Jordan Spieth.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see him put it on again. But he just this year hasn't been that consistent. And, he needs to change his hats, too. I hate those Under Armour hats. They look like crap. Get a new one. No, I like him, though. I do like him. It's just these. I think you're going to see the Adam Scotts and the Phils. You're going to see the mature players. You're going to see
the older guys. You think it's the older guys here instead of the young guys?
Yeah, the veterans this year are going to take over the Masters, I think.
You think the young guys are going to choke?
Yeah, because this course can swallow you up and spit you out.
Well, what about the rest of the season?
Well, that's the thing. If Spieth doesn't even make the cut, see you later.
You think he's just going to slump and have to prepare for next year?
Yep, I think if he can... He just gets in his own head. Golf is such a mental sport. It's unbelievable, and it'll eat you up, and especially this course. And I know he's won, and he's going to be thinking about that. Like, listen, I can do it because I already won. I know what it is.
He's only 23.
But I feel like the vets are going to pull through this week and make it a... And it's going to be good for golf, especially if Phil can make it. And Adam Scott and Matthew, if all of them can pull through and make it a show, that'd be something.
Yeah. Well, what about these no names that came out of nowhere? Like Danny Willett last year just came out of nowhere and he was up there and he was like the second to last group, in the tournament. But what do you think of these unfamiliar names?
I mean, when you're hot, and especially that course being that tough. If you keep your game simple and keep it. Not so much as in, all right, I'm just going to lay up here. Just don't take as many unbelievable risks that you would at any other tournament because this one means a lot. And Willett last year, he had the lead and he just kept with it. Obviously, it was a tough finish, but he ended up pulling through. When you got it, you got it. And he hasn't done anything since, so I mean...
I was looking for a playoff last year. I was definitely looking for a playoff.
I think we'll be getting one this year.
I like a playoff golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
The sun setting and...
Keep it going past 6 o'clock.
And they don't cover the green jacket ceremony, but I watch it on the app on my iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing to see something like that, an iconic trophy, the green jacket, and you just wear it the whole year and come back. And you wear it at the dinner and the...
Oh, yeah, you get to show that thing off everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that thing is sexy.
You know who I did see? The one time I went to the Deutsche Bank a couple of years ago, I went on the Monday, and Steve Stricker ended up winning. That was pretty cool to see the whole ceremony and everything. I've never seen one before. And seeing him win the trophy, his kids coming out and his wife and everything, place was going nuts. I love that tournament.
Oh, yeah. Imagine just being out there and then your wife, your sexy hot wife. When you're a pro or a celebrity, you have a gorgeous wife. Don't get me wrong. No matter what. I'm not saying to you women out there, none of you are sexy, but I'm just saying I don't know, Dustin Johnson's wife,
Paulina Gretzky. She's born from greatness.
Oh my God. And yeah, it's just like something you have for the rest of your life, and you say, "Oh, I went to Augusta. I have a green jacket.
I won that.
And well, what do you think of these other players? Well, did you remember Ernie Els last year? 10 putt. Was it 10 putting?
Yeah, 10 putting, and that was rough. I bet him in this past tournament too. Not so good.
I mean, he would be a great guy to see, but I haven't seen him win since, and he's due for a win.
He's due for one.
Isn't he already in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah, he should be if he's not. He absolutely should be. Him and Phil and Tiger, I really wish Tiger was here. This sucks. I really wish. I even bought that shirt from Barstool.
Make Tiger great again?
Make Sundays great again.
Oh, make Sundays great.
With Tiger silhouette.
I almost bought you. I don't know if you follow them, Foreplay. Foreplay is a great.
Oh, yeah.
They're a great podcast to listen to. I almost bought you the I Love Foreplay. But I got you the Saturdays Up for the Boys towel.
Great towel.
Great towel.
So, little known fact. Did you know why do you know what color Phil wears on Sundays?
Black, right?
Yeah, so he wears black. Obviously, Tiger wears red. Tiger,
and Ricky
a little
wears his
younger.
orange.
Oh, yeah, he wears his puke orange. But Phil wears, you know why he wears the black?
No.
It says it makes him, he said it makes him look more aggressive.
Oh, really?
And that's basically why Tiger wore the red, to instill the fear in other players. And he always did.
Know what I thought it was? The college colors. The college represent. Because he went to Stanford. Isn't that Isn't that a crimson type of color?
Yep, it is. Yeah, no, it is.
I'm getting into the gayness here of knowing my colors. But
you gotta know them. You gotta know them. But I'm really missing Tiger, man. I need him back.
Tiger was a great player. He still is a great player. I think. I don't know what it is, but he's got to get his. I would like to see him again.
I don't know if his back can take it. I mean,
it's just steroids,
like
man.
Pat Perez said, he's never gonna win. He's never gonna play again this year, and he's probably never gonna win anything again. And it's a shame because growing up, that's why I got into golf. Phil and Tiger going at it almost every tournament, like down to the wire. No matter what they were doing, no matter where they were. It was usually those two, and it was so fun to watch. Everyone says golf is boring. When you watched Tiger and Phil go at it, there was nothing boring about it. It was a battle.
It was a battle. And, golf is a sport, you have to work, like every sport you have to work your game, but golf is one day you have it, the next day you don't.
It's mental, and especially if you don't have it that day, you might not have it for the rest of the year. It's all a mental game, and if you can't control your emotions, you're done.
Yeah, you gotta keep it cool. You can't get up. You can't get frustrated. You can't break the club and throw it in the pond.
You can't be doing that. I mean, I felt like I wanted to a couple times, but I didn't. I didn't on the record.
You even tell me to keep my cool because you see me out there. Sometimes.
Well, when you slam that club down, I mean, I don't want it to go anywhere. I don't want you breaking something.
I know you teach me to keep my cool because when I get out there, I'm a very guy who gets very little frustrated. You know I get very little frustrated.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't take much in the game of golf, especially because that's one shot could be the whole tournament or the whole round.
Exactly. And do you see any other surprises looking at the standings or just anyone out of your head that you could see making the cut to Saturday and Sunday?
So, looking at it, there's this guy who's been around for a while, but he had his issues, Lucas Glover. And the last tournament he was in, he was doing really good up until Saturday. And I think whatever tournament it was, he was 12 under or something. And right after that Saturday, he was done. And he's a vet. He's been around. I don't think he has a major win yet, but I could see him, like I said, all the veterans. I think they're gonna pull through and make it a good time. It's gonna be a good time regardless. The shots are gonna go in, beers are gonna flow. It's gonna be great.
What about the Duffner?
Well, he can just pack his lips and carry on. I love watching it. I love seeing it, but he
always duffs. The Duffner.
He duffs it real good sometimes.
He's had a little rough patch though too.
It's because of all these young kids that come up, and like the Justin Thomas and Spieth, they took over the past couple of years, and you've seen this wave of new golfers, and they're really good, and they get in their own heads, and they're done.
You know what's funny though? I'm watching the Golf Channel, and they're doing the news, Morning Drive, any other show, and they just said this is the next Tiger Woods. There's no next Tiger Woods, I believe.
I don't.
Or the next Arnie.
Because you're gonna have to do it from when. See, that's the thing. Someone said something about Dustin Johnson being him. No, because Dustin's like 30 years old. Tiger came in at as a young kid.
Like 21,
20, yeah, like
20, 21, 22.
And he right off the bat was like Michael Jordan. He was the most exciting player to watch. Everyone wanted to see him. It didn't matter what tournament it was. They wanted to see him play and win, and he did all the time. And I don't think you're ever going to see that. I mean, when Spieth won those majors, you thought it was going to happen. You were like, wow, this kid's got some cojones on him. He can do it.
And back in like 2013, it was like Rory. Rory was making a run too and missed the Grand Slam, but there's no other player like Tiger Woods.
I don't think you're ever going to find one.
But they're all great players. They make millions and millions.
See, that's the thing is, they probably said that about Arnold Palmer. They probably said that about Nicklaus. All those guys are like, because they were all great competitors.
But the game's changed.
Oh, it has, and you see some excitement now, but you don't. I don't know. You don't see the passion that Tiger had every shot. And my favorite thing is when he hit a good shot, he knew it. Everyone knew it. Well,
I forget the name. Ricky Fowler's, it's his coach now. It was Tiger Woods' coach back when he was like in his 20s too.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? It's gonna bother me. But he worked with Tiger for years, and then did he fire him or something?
Yeah, I think he was it his caddy. You're saying?
Not his caddy, his coach. Ricky Fowler works with him. No, he works with Ricky Fowler, Phil Mickelson, and I forget who else, but
Rory.
Yeah, he works with Rory as well. What's his name?
I can't think of his name now.
But he was one of those coaches, but I don't know. I think him and Tiger had some sort of relationship or something.
Oh no, they do. I mean, I think it first came with the Nike sponsorship that they both had, and I don't understand. I didn't read into it too much, but I didn't understand why Nike got rid of all their golf sponsorships. I mean, they were killing it.
Well, they still do apparel.
Yeah, and they
just got rid of their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Day's signed with Nike apparel, but he still uses the TaylorMade clubs.
Yeah, no, I never hit a Nike club, and now I got the Sasquatch.
Well, I have a Nike putter. I'm not going to get rid of it, but
no, God, no.
It's a different game. You got new technology. You got the new Callaway. You got the new TaylorMade.
That's what scares me, the technology.
But they invented to make the game like more red numbers.
More user friendly.
Yeah.
Because now everything's customized to, like you said, you got your driver customized.
Well,
you can get the face. You can get the face however you want it for your swing and what you slice it or you pull it.
But
whatever.
It comes down to it's all in your head.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Me personally, I was decent off the tee, but I had a little bit of a fade. I keep getting all these new drivers, and it's awful getting up on the tee because I never know where it's gonna go, and that's what gets to you.
You know what my advice is? I'm no equipment expert, but if you have the chance and have the money, go to the store, get fitted, because you don't you have your own swing.
Yeah, exactly, and it'll make it more fun. You start playing better, you're gonna have more fun out there rather than being PO'd all the time on a bad drive like myself.
Oh yeah, I get heated.
I got no confidence up on the tee anymore with that thing.
I get heated with a couple of things. Golf, if I'm not on my game. Alex Ovechkin, LeBron James, and Roger Goodell.
LeBron James and Roger can burn in hell.
But no, we shoved it in Goodell's face this year by winning that Super Bowl. So
I heard he's coming to Foxborough for the first game.
I did see that.
I heard he's gonna, but. Well, is he going to get booed out of the stadium?
He's always going to get booed. And for the Super Bowl, I bought that Fire Goddell sweatshirt. I love it.
I love it, too. You guys got to check out my buddy Drew Bergeron on Instagram. I'll get his username soon. He's got this new line of apparel that's focused on the 5 rings and Goodell. It's great.
Didn't Bill Belichick change his boat name to 7?
7 rings.
7 rings.
Every time he gets one, he keeps changing it. And he rubs it. He wears that sweater afterwards everywhere he goes. Rubs it in everyone's face. Did you see him talking to Goodell the other day wearing his little schoolboy outfit, I call it? Like he's from Nantucket.
That's the Nantucket look.
Yeah. He's got the little shorts with the polo on, the button down, the pink button down.
The good old preppy look.
Yeah, with some boat shoes and his backpack.
Oh yeah,
his laptop.
He's ready for Nantucket.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's ready. He's ready to go back out on the boat.
He's ready to go play golf in the Kentucky and go on his boat. That's his life, and then come back in August. It's training camp.
He was the biggest celebrity at the Pebble Beach tournament, I heard.
Was he?
Oh yeah, he was loving it, loving all the attention, I'm sure.
You
don't see that very often from him.
Did you see Bill Murray with his Cubbies pants and then interacting with the fans? He's just a character in general.
I love him. I mean, he's one of those people that no matter where he goes, he's gonna light up the crowd. Everyone loves him. I mean, Ghostbusters, baby.
Ghostbusters. A good old Caddyshack, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Strange character. Caddyshack. If you haven't checked that out, that's a classic golf movie, but nothing can top Happy Gilmore.
No, that's the best golf movie. Well, Tin Cup's good. I do like Tin Cup.
Well, would you rather, Tin Cup or Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore. I mean, it makes me laugh.
The thing is, Happy Gilmore has these one-liners that you can just say on the golf course. Remember I said that to you, know what the pathetic thing is? You've been playing golf your whole life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's...
Happy made a putt.
Happy made a putt. Uh-oh. So it's just, so final thoughts of what you see coming out of this tournament. I know we talked about some upsets. We talked about the veterans coming in strong and the rookies getting cut. This is a bold move by you, I think. I honestly see Dustin Johnson coming in strong because he's been hot.
Yeah, he's lighting it up. You can't count him out.
Like you said, if he starts out weak, he's not going to make it.
No.
So your final thoughts.
So I gave you guys that top 5, top 4 sort of deal, and it was all the veterans. I'm stuck on John Rahm too. I really think this kid's good. He's got it. I mean, he did that putt he missed on the last tournament. It would have forced a playoff against Dustin. He said the bathroom door closed on his swing. It was a bunch of crap. All right, but he let that get to him, and then he missed the next putt, his birdie putt. He should have been closer anyways. But I really like him. I think he's gonna be in there with the older guys. I don't see Ricky there. Maybe Jordan, but he's an iffy, and I'd like to see Rory in there too. But this is going to be a great weekend of golf, and a great week. Like you said, it starts on Monday. Right after this damn tournament's over, it's on.
I'll give you my top 3. I'll say Dustin Johnson, Hideki Matsuyama, and then I can see Justin Thomas being up there.
I like it. I like him.
I like that. I would say Ricky, but he does choke on Sundays, and it bothers me to watch because I'm one of his biggest fans.
He's an ass pucker.
I have 2 of his autographs, and shit. It's rough to see him choke like this. But I see Dustin Johnson, Hideki Matsuyama, and Justin Thomas being those tough guys, along with the veterans. I could see Phil. Phil would be great.
I like that. I'm telling you. Phil's in there. Phil's going to be top 5 of this tournament.
Well, coming to a close, what do you think of Matt Cooch?
Oh, you can't count him out. I love Matt Kuchar.
He
gave me a when he got off 18 at Deutsche Bank. I forget what I said, but he looks over and he just gave me a fist bump and a high five. He came over and gave me a high five and everything. He's a good guy. Most golfers are. You don't see athletes like this that interact with the fans right after they're done, going back to Sergio skipping over us like that a-hole that he is.
So we're coming to a close at the C.O.C. City of the Champions podcast Masters Edition. Mike, I came up with two not questions but stories. First one is your most memorable golf story, and then the second one is one of the most funniest memorable golf stories.
All right, so my most memorable, probably back in high school, because it was me and I think it was Mike Body that was with me in the last group, and it was down to us to make it into the state tournament. We needed like 2 points or something, and me and him both were having a rough day, and then we got to the last hole, and we both ended up making our putts and pushed us into the States, and I didn't get to play in the States or whatever, but we ended up doing pretty well that year. Don't remember if we won it that year or not, but that was probably the most memorable one, because that was a lot of pressure, and I don't really do well with pressure, and we got it done. But the funniest, I think we all know. You were there, Dan.
Was I there?
Oh, you were there, Shining Rock.
Oh, you took mine.
Oh, see that? Yeah. How can I mean?
Oh,
all right, so I'll give that one to you. I'll get another one.
We got plenty of them.
I'll get you another one then. You can tell that one.
All right.
So probably Bass River. It was the 10th hole. We just get off 9.
Tones is in the room. Good old famous Tone, mayor of Waltham right here.
Yeah, Duke of Waltham here.
Everyone.
And so he was gonna go to he was gonna go up there and get a sandwich or something from the clubhouse.
Was it tuna, right?
Oh yeah, it was
Tones,
tuna.
Was it tuna?
Oh, it's tuna.
It was tuna. Hey, Tones, pull a seat right here real quick.
Yeah, and
pull a seat right next to me.
Right next to me. And so he starts to go. My bag, we were carrying him, I think, that day, and I put my bag down. It was a little rainy, a little muddy.
I was there.
Tones was going up the hill, a little incline. And he so he slips and falls, and what does he blame? My bag. He went down. He had stains all down the side of him and everything, but he blames my bag being in the way.
Give the mic to Tones real quick. I want to hear his. I want to hear his part of the story.
Yeah.
All right, Tones. This was back in like 7th grade, guys, and what was it, 7th and 8th grade, Mike? So Tones. Speaking of the mic real quick, of what's your side of the story of this?
So it was actually I was actually walking down the hill to go up onto the tee. I slipped on the mud, and I blamed my brother's bag because my brother was right in the way, and I slipped and I fell, and I was covered in mud, dirt, water, everything.
It looked like a shit stain.
It really did.
It was. He had to play the rest of the round like that. That wasn't the only time he slipped and fallen on the golf course. He tried jumping a little ravine one time after getting food, mind you, and he didn't make it all the way across, shall we say. His shoe got stuck.
All right, so my memorable moment, I don't have a specific one like you, Mike.
Yeah.
Because Coach Soren didn't like my game pretty much. I was building my game during high school years, but I've definitely gotten better. Don't you think, Mike?
Oh yeah, we all have.
So my most memorable, I'll just say, being out with you, Mike. You're like my number one golf partner.
Love it.
And my brother, and my boy Jeff Orfis. Jeff Orfis is always a good time. Playing. It's just like. Just being out there with you guys, my brother, Jeff Orfis, and even Tones. Tones is always a good time. I play with Tones, without you sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I play with Tones and Mahoney, Connor Mahoney, my roommate. And it's just like it's my therapy.
Oh yeah,
and
it's stress relieving.
Like I don't have a specific moment. Hopefully down the road I will. Maybe next year I can tell a different one. But yeah, that's most of my memorable moment. Just being out with you guys, having a good time, making memories. But my funniest moment also includes
tell my father that.
Also includes Tones. Hopefully your father doesn't listen to this. But it was
has the welt.
It was at what was it, Blackstone?
No, Shining Rock.
Shining Rock. I'm sorry, it's Shining Rock in Western Mass.
Yeah, Grafton, I think, something like that.
Grafton, Massachusetts. It's a good course, tough.
Really tough.
Honestly, I don't like the course we played last year at the Family Open.
No.
Did you get that?
Was that Juniper Hills?
Did you get that invite? Yep. Hopefully, all of us will make it this year. So Tones, we're all done teeing off. Tones decides to take another mulligan. What was this, like his third mulligan or something?
Yeah, he hit his first drive was a dud, went 5 feet, so he decided to tee up without us knowing.
So me and Mike are in the carts, literally in the carts.
In the cart.
I don't know what your dad was doing.
Walking slow.
Good old Chad. I thought he was in the bushes looking for golf balls. He was looking for golf balls.
He always
then
does.
All of a sudden Tones winds up. All of a sudden you hear whoosh, and then a thud.
Oh.
And then you just and then he comes up. He comes up from his bag,
like stretching, he was like the Hulk.
And he just looked so pissed. And then he goes to Anthony. He goes, "Get in the cart!" And
he almost hit him with the driver.
And then me and Mike are just
almost
dying.
Broke it over his effing head.
We were just
dying. You are lucky.
Dying laughing. That was my favorite. One of the funniest golf.
I'll never forget that ever. That was the funniest
Tones,
thing.
I always love when you take the bathroom breaks.
Oh, it's always on hole 9 or 13, or in the woods.
So yeah. So this is the C.O.C. City of the Champions podcast, Masters Edition. Do check out the C.O.C. City of the Champions podcast with my co-host Talar. We will give you the latest on Boston Bruins, Boston Celtics, Boston Red Sox, New England Patriots. We will also give you some NCAA headlines and PGA Tour. So this is the C.O.C. City of the Champions podcast, Masters Edition. Watch the Masters. I will get back to you on the green jacket ceremony after the tournament. And, yeah, good luck to all those pros out there. Mike, do you have any final words?
I just appreciate you having me on here, and the Bruins are up 2-0 right now.
Oh, perfect.
That's the Blackhawks.
And
Need them.
It's
Need
the
these
playoff.
points.
It's definitely the playoff run. So good luck, Bees. Anthony, do you want to put in some final thoughts?
Got anything?
Got anything?
I say let's go Celtics because, the
Celtics.
they're in first place.
Yeah.
And hopefully we beat Miami again to make it a friggin' episode.
All right. The good old tones, Mayor of Waltham. So,
Getting it.
So, yeah, this is the C.O.C. City of the Champions podcast. I'm Danny Boy Lax, signing off.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?